Hello, my name is Saki Kloppers, or otherwise known as Sakumzi the Clown, and today I'd like to talk to you about clowning and social activism. So I'd just like to open a few things in your mind in terms of clowning. First of all, I would like to say that it's quite important that you don't see clowning as a way of covering up your face and hiding who you are. It's exactly the opposite. Clowning is all about revealing who you really are, and therefore you need to be authentic, you need to be true to yourself. And when you put on your makeup, when you apply your makeup, you are going to try and show who you really are. Now, that's all starts with your face. And I'm going to use my own face as the model now to name a few things and hope that would help you to understand your own inner clown that you can reveal. Okay, first of all, if you look at my face, you will see that I've got a thinner, longer face, and I've got prominent ears, and I've got a prominent nose. So I've got no covering on top there, so I would need to use that as part of my clown persona. I can't be someone with a round face with small ears and a more stubby nose. I need to show who I am. And that means I need to be really comfortable with who I am. That brings me to love. The theme of love is central to clowning. You need to, number one, love yourself and accept yourself for who you are. With your ears, your nose, your eyes, whatever you may think or may be portrayed as the worst of attributes. You need to accept yourself. You're the only person that you can hug in COVID times without wondering. So if you start with that true, deep self acceptance and self-love, you will be able to look at other people and love them deeply, truly, for who they are. And it immediately brings us to the fact that maybe we were teased in school, and maybe we still walk around on a daily basis thinking that I am not good enough. I don't match the picture perfect image of what a model should be, and therefore I need to fork out a few $100 a month for very special makeup and very special treatments. I need to have a lighter skin, or I need a darker skin, or just simply the message that is out there that says you are not good enough. But part with a few of your rands every month, and you'll look more approachable, more perfect, and that makes you okay. That is a no-no in clown language. So it all starts with looking in the mirror and discerning your features, and then you work with your features. You actually amplify those features. Some people may remember that I had extra big ears at some time that I wore as part of my persona. I have a small hat that I wear, and that creates the image of my face is even longer than it is. And so there's a lot of non-verbal communication that happens if you are a clown. And I would like to challenge people in the TLF community and further that they will take clowning as a deeper spiritual message that we can take out, or a social message that we take out, that of true love and true acceptance. Just to say in a few words that I've had people from all walks of life identify with me because of my persona. Before I talk too much, I would like to grab hold of my makeup and show you a little bit of what I do. And maybe I'll just do one part of my face so that I can show something else on the other side of my face. And I hope that sparks you to look for your inner clown and bring it out as we are involved in social activism. Now, first of all, I'm going to apply some white base, and just a word of caution here. It doesn't matter what your skin complexion is. If you're a beautiful brown or a nice salmon pink like I am, you you shouldn't go too dark, too thick on your white base that you put on your face. It's only meant to bring contrast out. You would see the guys next to the road at street corners, traffic lights, that paint their faces completely white. I think that sends a different message altogether. It's and so subtle use of whites on our faces doesn't make us so spooky and scary to children, especially. So I'm going to just start by applying some of the white. I think it is quite strong here, on my forehead, on my cheek, a little bit over there, and maybe closer to my eyes. And I would like to show you as well that you don't need expensive red noses to make this work. So let us apply a little bit on my nose as well for the base that we create with that. Okay, I hope this looks good. Just say. Next, I need to allow it to dry out a little bit. I think with a bigger mirror, I can just see a little bit clearer. And there we go. Right. So if I dry it out a little bit, you'll see it's not over the top. I can do something with my ear tips as well. If I put a bit of white there as an accent, or and then add a little color later, it will bring out the fact that I've got prominent ears, and would be part of my comic persona. Next, I am going to just use a little bit of red and put it on my nose. Now you would see that the white background makes the red prominent, and I'm going to leave a little spot there that I don't color in red, so that it also makes the color pop. So immediately the prominence of my nose becomes a feature of my facial expressions that I can make. Okay, next I'm going to use some black. This is not an ideal black pen. It's a little bit too harsh, but it's for the video it will work well. I'm just going to make a new eyebrow, and if I do a little bit of trouble in taking my old eyebrow away, I will be able to put a new accent over here, which means that if I if I show surprise, it will pop on my face. So it's just there to bring out that expressions and what the clown wants to do and say. It brings it out clearly. Now, next thing I want to do is I want to show my cheeks. Right here is a little spot where I usually have a little cherry. Oh, the phone's video is not clear enough there, and I'll put a spot of red in there, and then I create my mask over there, and then I've put a touch of white here. What I can do is I can use black to pepper my beard a little bit extra to make it more prominent, and my moustache. So use all the facial expressions and features that you've got. But let me just show you what happens with if I smile, how my facial expressions lift by using the real accent points of my face. And obviously some nice red lips. Let's do half of it. There we go. And if I want to make the red pop, I can put a bit of white accents here. I don't know if this pen is working quite well. I can put a white accent over there, and it makes my lips pop a little bit. So immediately you can see if I have facial expressions, they show what is already there in my face. Yet again, you don't need expensive props, red noses or things. You can just work with your face. Now, for a moment, I would just like to do a different face on the other side of my face here, to just show you that you can do quite a different type of clown as well. Now, in the tradition of clowning, there's been the social excluded clown. It's someone that is dirt poor and excluded, and in a sense with a dirty face. And because of some of the work that we do in the TLF and communities, it is a way of portraying the underbelly of the city and showing clearly what can go wrong and what goes wrong in our society. So I'm just also going to do a little bit of white for accent, and then add black accent and rub it into my face. And immediately you'll start seeing that with the red of my nose and the dirtier face, there's more of a rough side to my persona that comes out, like the social excluded clown. I can do something like this and work it in a little bit. And so some of you may have seen the photographs we did of the clown that says, I always thought that I'm so macho until I landed in prison for beating my wife. So I use this persona as just a quick way of not being Sakumzi, the sweet, friendly clown, but a clown that landed in trouble and landed in jail. Just a little bit of accent, and there you go. I can take the red lips right through to the other side. This brings me to a challenge that I would like to leave you with, and that is really bringing out your inner clown, not just taking a clown suit and walking around self-conscious the whole day and not knowing what to do, but to discover who you are as a clown. So you can see that the friendly guy on this side and the rougher guy on this side, portraying different aspects of being a clown. Bring a clear message, and I try to show that with the picture scenery that we did. We can have a theme like stop abusing women. I don't think it says anything to the people who are perpetrating it. It doesn't say anything to the values in society that props up these type of behaviors. We don't challenge that if we have generic, soft and lazy slogans. So from experience, I've done a type of slogan that says, if you beat your girlfriend, you are a coward. So it speaks directly to the people who are involved in this terrible behavior. Don't just go for generic stuff. Don't have lazy slogans. Have a clear message that challenges the values in our society. We, for instance, treat boys differently than we treat girls. And then for 15, 20 years, we treat them differently and expect them to be respectful of their wives one day, or their girlfriends, or their partners. Very important that we discern what lies beneath these issues that we are trying to address through our clowning. Very important. Otherwise, we just have a generic burger joint on the corner ask you to put on a clown suit, and you go and stand there and hand out pamphlets to try and sell burgers. It doesn't require of you to dig deep into your own persona and to reflect on the issues that are so dire in our communities, and where we can reflect on values, and we can talk to children about the things that really matter in life, and become influencers in our communities because of the social clowning that we do. So that is my challenge. Discover your inner clown. Be who you really are. Show the aspects of your facial expressions. Don't hide it. It's not a mask. It's a way of coming out and showing the world who you really are, and that you want to make a difference. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.